Don't fucking threaten me with a good time. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la.
You know, fucking Jesus Christ.
Are you in a bathrobe right now, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Tom, does he not sound like a really, really baked Robert Creek?
No, his voice isn't deep enough. Don't compare him to Rob Creek. Chris is much cooler than Rob Creek.
Just his fucking voice, dude.
Thank you.
Because if Rob was baked...
If Rob Creek was 12 years old, maybe.
Nah, because...
not so fucking gay.
Because Rob wouldn't have the stamina... He wouldn't have the stamina if he was high to seriously utilize his whole diaphragm like he usually does.
I don't know, dude. Well, I'll have to deal with that guy one more night. We'll have to get him really high.
I just pooped.
Not funny.
I'm ready to do this.
Okay. I got my questions here.
Okay, hold on. Alright.
Hey, Chad, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm excellent, man. Did you know that you're Did you know that...
That's when he decides to start talking.
Chris, I'm going to need you to be quiet right now, okay? Did you know that you are Canada's biggest export to the United States of America?
Wow. Is that after Canadian flags and after hockey?
Nope. You guys are bigger than hockey here in America.
That is nuts.
At least in the southern states.
That is nuts. You know why? It's because...
No, I don't. Why are you bigger than hockey?
It's because we met with a marketeering, brilliant marketeering guy, and he said, if you sing about Jim Beam, stripper poles, and bullets, you will have United States in the palm of your hands because they're fucking retards.
How do you feel to be bigger than maple syrup?
Oh, I think that's a pretty easy task. Maple syrup is very, very obsolete compared to Caro's corn syrup. So maple trees suck on my big Canadian balls.
Wow. Why did you kick your brother out of the band?
I seriously did not kick him out of the band until he approached me while I was in a very, very vulnerable state. I was sleeping, and he was standing over the edge of my bed with a meat cleaver. And he said, if you don't force me out of this band, I will seriously choke myself out by gagging and choking to death on maple syrup. And that's how it happened.
I don't think that's how it really happened. But, you know, you are Canada's biggest rock band, and you're also Southern America's biggest rock band. You're like the biggest Southern rock band, and you're not even American. How does that feel?
I have spent more time in Southern American strip clubs than most Southern Americans. That's because I used to be a woman, and I used to have a part-time gig as a stripper in a little bar called the Golden Goose. And then I moved on to the Pink Lady, and I stripped every night. I took a taxi cab home at 2 in the morning until I met Raphael, my boyfriend, and he started picking me up. And I did that for about 7.5 years. A little town in Alabama. And I think I'm well aware of what it's like to work in a strip club. And you need to shut the fuck up because you don't know what you're saying, dude. I'm tired of getting this question.
Who are you singing about in your new album, Here and Now?
The robot from Short Circuit, because I feel like he understands me better than most humans do.
No, you're describing a woman, And I want to know who this chick is because she must be the most gorgeous little trailer trash queen in the world.
Okay, I'm gonna come clean right now on Rock Talkers because you guys have been really nice to me when I first got in. You little intern Chris Lowe, that guy gave me a foot massage while my shoes were still on, and my shoes were really dirty because I walked here from my house, and my boots had mud all over them. Gave me a foot massage, and then when I came in, you had this little cute Filipino boy, and he gave me a ginger ale, and you have been really nice to me since I've been here, so I'm going to come clean right now, and I'm going to say that you're 100% correct. It was a little Southern belle, and her name was Yannicka.
All right. So you've been getting some bad reviews on this album here now. What do you have to say about that?
I haven't heard a single good review about any of our albums yet, so I'm pretty accustomed to getting really terrible reviews.
Well, Timberland and Chris Martin are big fans of yours.
First off, Timberland...
And all the southern states of America, huge fans.
I believe that anybody above the Mason-Dixon line doesn't have a say-so in anything. And Timberland...
Technically, Canada's above the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, but I'm not Canadian, dude. I've put in my time in the United States in a little town in Alabama.
All right.
I'm American, dude. For all intents and purposes.
Here now feels it feels bland. Like not really bland, but it feels like I took a blender and I juiced up all of your previous work, and then I poured them into different shot glasses, and I mixed it with Jim Beam, and each shot is a different song. So we got 11 songs out of your previous work.
Okay, so when you say bland, do you really mean bland like a Before the Frost persimmon? Or do you mean bland like...
I'm really impressed that you know what a persimmon is.
Dude, everybody in Alabama knows what a persimmon is. Canadians don't know that. So that proves... That was actually on the test to become a naturalized citizen here.
In Alabama? You had to know what the persimmon does. Can you elaborate on this album and the writing process?
Tom, you don't understand how small this town is in Alabama and how many strip clubs are in there. All we have to do, literally, we don't even have a bowling alley. We just drink Jim Beam and we shoot pistols and we go floor buying. And I fucking go down on chicks. And that's what we do.
Okay, so you just described a weekend then in Alabama for here and now?
I literally don't have anything else to sing about except for my life, and that is my life.
All right.
A persimmon before the frost is very, very bitter, and it gives you really bad cotton mouth. After the frost, it's really sweet, kind of like a pear. Almost apple-ish, like a gala apple. Whole different thing, and we are not bland like a persimmon before the frost.
Okay. Thank you for that explanation for all of our fans that don't know what a persimmon is. But you guys performed on Thanksgiving in Detroit. For the Lions football game. And you had a lot of people that didn't want you to do that. Why did you go along and go ahead and do that?
Because they need to understand that us in my little small town in Alabama have a story to tell. I mean, we have some stories that people need to perk their ears up and realize will help them out in their daily lives. In the Detroit Lions, those people in Detroit, they need to get more worldly. They need to get out of their shells and realize that there are plenty of strip clubs.
Be more Canadian?
Yes, and...
Well, football is technically an American sport, but, whatever. I don't mind you guys playing. I thought it was a cool show that you guys did.
I thought it was a great show, too, and I'll tell you why. Because we made a big statement there to Detroit, because most people in Detroit don't understand what it's like to live in a small town in Alabama, and they don't understand what it's like to be a stripper, or a taxi driver, or a steel worker, or a crack dealer.
And you know what it's like. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in Detroit know what it's like being a crack dealer.
I wouldn't know how people in Detroit are because I'm from Canada, Tom, and I'm out of touch.
Are you guys afraid to try anything new with music? You seem to be on this solid path and not really changing things up.
Everything Nickelback does is groundbreaking. I mean, we are literally the mayor standing at this new construction site, cutting the ribbon.
I hate to interrupt you, man, but Chad, I'm sorry. I don't feel that you've done anything new since your first album.
When you say new, what do you mean? New.
Well, okay, so new. You've made new songs, but they're the same song. You're singing about the exact same thing, and you're not. You guys aren't bringing anything new to the table. You got the same style. You're like stuck in this way, and that makes me worried for you guys.
When you say table, what do you mean?
All right, let's cue up something from their first album, and now let's cue up something from their new album here and now. Now, you can see that there's not that big of a difference.
When you say I can see,
you can hear. I'm sorry.
Okay, I can hear. And
it's like I feel like this album is a continuation, like part 4 of your first album.
First off, part 3, 2, and 1 of my first album were legendary. Part 4, magical.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you're making the same album.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're dead on the money. You hit the nail on the head. I'm sorry to disagree.
Okay, and you guys are just cool to make the same album over and over again?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Very cool.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you guys afraid to try making a different album?
Yes.
Yes. I think you guys are really talented. I think you should try to make a different album.
There's only so many songs you could sing about, that are about strip clubs in Alabama.
I would like you to sing about, like, Canadian snow and hockey and maple syrup. Could you do that for me on your next album?
I can, and I won't.
Oh. I thought you would say that.
I wasn't finished.
I'm sorry.
Continue. Maybe on the next Spider-Man soundtrack, I can. But not on Nickelback material.
Well, they are making a new Spider-Man movie right now, so you should get started on the maple syrup.
Yes. Maple syrup and Canucks and Ultimate Frisbee.
Do you play Ultimate Frisbee in? I love that game.
No. We do that in Alabama. A little small town.
Really? I didn't imagine you guys having a Frisbee out in Alabama.
We don't. But I brought one.
What about flying kites
I brought
on
one
a windy
from Canada.
day? Is that anything in your repertoire?
When it's usually windy, I don't like my hair to get real frizzy, so I don't go outside at all.
That's understandable. You got a beautiful head of hair.
Thank you.
Not a compliment.
Okay.
Oh. Do you have any children, Chad?
I used to have children. I don't know.
What type of message do you want to do you want them to get from your music?
I want them to know that it's alright to be an idiot and be fucked up.
On Jim Beam? At a stripper club shooting your pistol?
All of the above.
Now, when you're talking about shooting your pistol, do you actually mean a gun, or is that like an innuendo?
That's not sure what an innuendo is, but it is shooting a gun / love gun. So
yeah, that's what I meant by innuendo.
Don't interrupt me again. Okay. It's all about spraying hairspray and sunning into your hair and shooting a pistol on 4th of July.
Do you guys have 4th of July up in Canada?
Yes, but we don't celebrate a holiday on 4th of July. We have 4th of July, though.
What do you call it?
We call it the day after 3rd of July and the day before 5th of July.
I see. So you don't have any fireworks or anything?
We do if there's a hockey game and Canada wins.
Do you like fireworks?
I do.
I do.
Not.
You do not.
I do. Just not on
you
the 4th
do or you do not?
Not on the 4th of July.
What? You're going to upset a lot of your Southern fans by saying that.
No.
No.
You have never been to Alabama, sir. Small town.
What small town in Alabama?
Excuse me? Next question.
What small town in Alabama are you singing about?
Don't we have a caller? Someone?
We do, but our caller's stoned out of his mind right now.
Rwanda? Alabama.
Rwanda, Alabama?
Yes.
Rwanda is its own country, Chad. It's not a town in Alabama.
First off, I never said that Rwanda wasn't its own country. Also, in addition to this small town in Alabama, and I never said. Let's just go to the next question.
All right. All right, Chad. Thank you so much. You've been a blast to have on the show. Thanks for trading blows with me.
Thank you. Also.
No, that sounded lame.
Sounded gay.
What? Yeah, it sounded really gay. Thanks for being a good sport.
I think you've used that one before. What else you got?
Yeah, we use that with Chris Martin. What can we say?
You're a hell of a countryman. You're a hell of a fellow countryman.
No, that's lame.
Canuck.
I want to say something for him joking around with me.
Thanks for not being a
dude.
bitch.
There's so much good stuff in there. If I want you to keep him as a complete idiot, please.
All right, I have no problem with
that. we won't even have a caller this week. That's totally good enough.
Dude, we should have him call in on the cell phone when you're asking him about Alabama and be like, can we go on to the next question, please? I have a question.
All right.
Yeah, let's go with his question. Anyways, we should do your Yeah, figure out what you're going to say for your outro, and then we really need Mr. Green Thumb over there to fucking do his outro.
Chris, are you with us still, buddy?
Dr. Green Thumb.
All day, every day.
How are you liking this interview?
Fucking love it.
Awesome. Are you game to do your outro for the show?
You know it.
All right. I'm going to finish doing my outro with the interview real quick, and then you get to do your outro, okay? So, in like a couple minutes, you're going to be doing your outro.
Sick.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready, Kerr?
Yeah, you could say something about sparring. Hey, thanks for sparring with me. You did say trading blows was actually not that bad. I actually kind of like that.
Okay, I'm going to say that.
All right.
Okay, Chad, thanks for coming on the show and trading blows with me, man. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, I love blowing you, bro.
Don't use that, dude. Don't use that. You're going to get me sued using that one.
He's going to want to sue me if he sues anybody.
Please don't use that one. Come up with something else than that.
All right, I promise.
And not worse than that, Jesus Christ. Straight up get a lawsuit in like 2 months off that shit.
I love the fucking thing about Chris giving him a foot massage with his boots. Oh my god, dude.
That's awesome. All right, Chris, you ready for the outro, buddy?
Dude, I was fucking born ready.
All right. You know, I'm picturing all those fucking zombies when we were at Corey's house jamming that one time.
Corey's house?
Just vegged out.
I forgot about that shit. I know exactly what you're talking about now. This fucking dude just staring in the middle of the room like there was a fucking magical orb. Whoa. I was born ready, bro.
All right. Okay, what are you going to say, Chris, for your outro?
You a pothead fucker?
Chris?
Time to get banked.
Chris, I need you to pull consciousness right now, dude.
Alright, what would you like me to say?
This has been Rock Talkers. If you want to find more about Nickelback, you can check them out at Twitter at Chad Kroeger.
This has been Rock Talkers. If you want to find out more about them, okay, bye.
And then mention send your letters at letters@pigblimp.com.
If you want to talk to us, send your letters to @pigblimp.
Letters@pigblimp.com.
Send your letters down.
Letters@pigblimp.com.
Tom,
There you go.
Dude, I see a skillet with egg just sizzling in it, dude.
I agree.
I love it. Dude, I wish I was fucking stoned right now. Now that we're all done.
Oh, I'm hungry right now, dude. Fuck, it's 9:32. It's too late.